Hello, everyone. There we go. We got it working. We're working right now. Welcome to Edge of Legend. Streamlabs is being very weird. Please let us know in the chat if there's an issue with volume or anything else so I can make adjustments as we go. Anyway, that being said, welcome to Season 3, Episode 4 of Edge of Legend. And let's get right into it saying hello to all these fine legends here, starting with Sam. Sam, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, I'm Sam. I play each Pokemon Papakui, and our pronouns are, also known as La Pacifica Dorita. Can't forget that. And our pronouns are she, her.
Nice. Well, next up we have Wes. Wes, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hi everyone, I'm Wes, aka Dragon Targear, the Duskwalker Magus. We are both he, him, and I hope to explode things today.
Excellent. Next up we have Kylie. Kylie, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. I play Shionobis, the Elven Ranger, and we both go by she, her. Hey, yeah.
Heck yeah. All right, next up we got Sidney telling us who she is, who she's playing, and what those pronouns are.
Hello, my name is Sidney. I play Alona, the half-elf cloistered cleric, and our pronouns are she, her.
Excellent. Well, that just leaves me. My name is PJ. Pronouns he, him. I am the GM, and I'm going to be playing everyone. Without further ado, here is what you missed. First of all, if you haven't had a chance to see Sidney's amazing recap, you can go ahead and check it out on our YouTube. That's youtube.com/nat20prods. Thank you so much, Fired at Midnight. Wow, it's so nice hearing your voice for the first time in 20 years, PJ. Oh, okay, you have to tell me who you are.
Who is that?
I don't know. It's 20 years of PJ. That could be anybody. Anyway, so if you get a chance, go to our youtube.com/nat20prods to see the amazing recap that Sidney did. If you missed it, let me give you a quick update. So, the heroes in this, oh my god, Ellenwood, that's my old street address. Well, it's good to see you. It's good to have you in the chat. Childhood friend right there.
You're older than 20 years, PJ?
I am 36. I am 30 old years. That's right.
Give me hero point.
Take it.
Sam,
Take
really.
Gib hero point.
Give me a hero point. Well, so anyway, if you haven't seen the last episode, after becoming the king of the Akkadian Empire, their friend Morel, though his memory is fading, is doing his best to fix what his dad did at all over the world in different ways, and then eventually calls them all back after some study and personal downtime actions to ask of them a pretty big favor. Hey, y'all like that world peace? Dope. Here's a giant dragon's egg that if you let this hatch, we'll have world peace. However, someone, as we later found out was Koga, the god of war, is threatening me to give him the egg or he'll destroy my empire. Apparently the god of war doesn't want there to be world peace. Go figure. So, the adventurers, these amazing legends here, take this massive human-sized egg and carry on an adventure. As they do, they quickly find out that they're being tailed by some bandits, some very peculiar bandits. They lay a trap in wait, and then they fight. Only to find out that the bandits are actually, well, why don't we just get into that right now? Lothier won't be able to make it this night. We hope, Randy, that you have a great night, a nice restful night, and we'll see you next time. But, and before I forget, one small announcement. If you can support this show, please go to our Ko-Fi or Coffee and make sure to put a small donation in, as well as if you like our amazing artwork that you've seen on our social medias, go and support our artist, Zach the Drac. They are doing some great stuff, but they need your help to kind of make ends meet in the meantime. So if you can, do that. That'd be super appreciated. Any subs and hype trains as well will be met with great, oh crap, ingenuity from me as I try to make something worth your while for that. But like I said, we are going back into it, starting with all of you. You are in the battlefield as the smoke is clearing. The electricity is popping in the air and fading thanks to a very powerful chain lightning spell. And you have one of the bandits left. That is
He's unconscious.
Yep,
Yep.
absolutely. You knocked the crap out of him.
Yeah, I just wanted everyone to know that I didn't kill him. I did knock him unconscious with my fists. I'll just say that. And for those of you who are confused why I brought that up, it's because we recorded something right before this where they were all talking about how I was a murderer. I just wanted to clear my name. This
And
guy's
if you want to see that conversation, join the something.
Yeah.
Patreon. The thing?
Shit.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, never mind.
Trying to cross promote.
Um,
Forget that was ever talked about.
Surprises for later. Ooh.
I would like to let everyone know that I murdered everyone else.
You didn't have to tell us.
We already
knew.
know.
We know.
I palpatined them. I'm very happy about
You
that.
always do.
With
You
unlimited
always
power.
do.
Unlimited D20s.
Yeah. So, as you come across the person that you have, what's what I'm looking for? The person that you have, shall we say, knocked unconscious and abducted, taken into custody, they start to wake up. Now, if you want to have any sort of conversation or pre-plan before they wake up, you can have that time now.
Can I just say they are bound?
Yes, absolutely.
Good. Good. They are bound. They're not going anywhere because I learned rope use in Osmocon from one of the books in the restricted section. So they're not going anywhere.
Sure.
And for those of you that are fans from season 1, that was a really deep cut, and I don't know where that came from. So I do want to ask him some questions.
Okay.
And if anyone else has any questions to ask him, let me know. But I really want to interrogate this guy. I want to ask him how he knew where we were. Does he know where we're going? And why does Koga want to destroy this baby egg so bad?
Okay. Any other questions that you want to add to that list? Or you want to just get right into this interrogation? It's kind of, improvise a little bit?
I just
How
want to
did
be
they
the
find
intimidating.
us?
Well, hold on. Kylie, what were you going to say?
Sorry. Yeah, go for it.
I just want to be the intimidating figure in the back because, I definitely have a broken nose and a black eye, and a cut running down my face. She's just
Yeah, you definitely took 120 damage last episode. Yeah.
Beat up.
Absolutely. But yeah, go ahead, Wes. What was your thing?
How did they find us? I want to know how they're tracking us because I don't want more of these guys to show up because Wes is thinking, well, I'm probably not going to roll that many D20s or nat 20s. And those guys were doing a lot of damage to one of our strong party members. So I would like to stop them from following us if at all possible.
All right. So, I'll tell you what. Why don't we get into the scene and we'll just role play from there. You have your questions. He comes to, bound, and he just... God, by the watering. Where's my weapon? I'll take you all on... Oh, damn.
Calm down, buddy.
Sorry.
Ilona has light shining from her hand above him.
Oh, it's so bright.
Tink.
And Gragon's just playing with a produce flame in his hand. Just kind of almost like one of those coin things. He's just flipping it around in his fingers.
Before we continue, I need to know if Ichi's alter ego is here.
With the cape? With the
Yes.
cloak?
With the cloak.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly like that. Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Good. Amazing. I
Okay.
love this for us. I'm shining this light down on him. And Ilona's trying to be as intimidating as possible. She remembers interrogations from Rufa, but she's not gonna go that far. And she's shining this light down and she's like, how did you find us?
We were receiving divine instructions. We put out a beacon on the egg, and so we were just following what the beacon was, where it was directing us.
What beacon?
The spell. We basically were looking for the egg, so as you were moving, the beacon of the spell was constantly pushing us forward.
Right. What are the rules of that spell?
Basically, it functions like locate object, but there's having data. It almost works like an inner a pushing, if you will. There's an instinct that draws you to it.
And
What?
what's the range of that spell?
It's like a couple hundred miles, like 500 miles or so.
Oh my god.
Why is it when there's always when there's problems, it's always some sort of crazy god behind things? Like, can't we just fight like a normal guy every once in a while? Like, we got devout followers of the god of what is he the god again? War.
The god of war.
Yeah.
War. Okay.
Struggle, strife, strength, and steel. But war, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ichi rolls up really close and has the cloak of the hood down over her eyes to hear, and the rest of her face is cast in shadow. And she just walks up and turns to him and says, "What about you? Are you just a regular guy?"
No. I mean, I guess. I mean, when compared to the gods.
What's your darkest secret?
I don't have to tell you that.
Yes, you do.
Shit.
I take Alona's hand and shine it like more into his eye.
Oh god.
And Alona casts Zone of Truth.
All right. Okay. What's the save on that?
Who's
bad
all
boy?
in the zone of truth, by the way?
The Zone of Truth. Oh, hold please. I need to look.
Because I'm curious if we're all in the zone of truth.
No, it's a 20-foot burst in one direction. So it's just over this guy.
Oh, okay.
No one else is caught in the blast. It's a will saving throw
Like, right.
against my spell DC.
Okay. And what is your spell DC?
I hope I did it right. I don't remember if I leveled it up. I think I did. It's a 29.
29. Okay. Well, let me see. You're now level 12, and I think you have a wisdom.
Wait. No!
You didn't level, did you?
Oh.
Oh.
When did we level up?
Last
Last
week.
episode.
Shit. Don't look at me.
If it makes you feel any better, I didn't know either.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
I
that's
mean, look, I put it in the chat, y'all. If you don't catch up, that's on you.
fair. Okay, well, I'm level 12.
To be honest,
Hold,
sometimes I see a cat meme and it really distracts me from important information.
Yo, but that's valid though. That's valid. Can't even get
Somebody
mad.
riff and ask this guy more questions while I found out what my actual spell DC is, please.
I'll tell you what. If actually, let me
Ichi
help you on that.
Ichi says, "What's your mother's maiden's name?"
What's your mother's maiden name? What's your
What's the
favorite
street you grew up on?
What's the last 4 digits of your social security number? He's having his little panic fits. He doesn't really know how to answer these questions. Also, you seem like you start to get the idea that the panic that he's having is weaponized incompetence. If he just plays stupid, he thinks you won't get anything out of him.
Too late. My spell DC is a 30. I did
Dope.
the math. It's just one more because we leveled up. I don't know if I get any bonuses to my spell DC at level 12. I guess I'll have to find that out later. We don't have time for that now.
Nah,
It's
all
a
right, though.
30.
30. Well, what happens if he rolls a 30?
I actually don't know.
All right.
Damn it, now I need to look up Zone of Truth! All right. If he rolls a 30, it's a good thing I have these spells labeled. All right, if he, on a success, the target takes a -2 status penalty to deception checks.
Okay.
That's it.
Cool. I can reverse engineer that. Dope. So yeah, he is in the zone of truth, and now he will have a really hard time lying. So you say, "What's his mother's maiden name?" And he says, "Agrippa." Yeah, it's Agrippa.
That's You're lying.
Fine.
You-
It's Alyssa.
Wow.
It's Alyssa.
You, I'll say this. You're really bad at lying because even I could come up with a better mom's name than that, like on the spot.
Look, I was trained for war, religious studies, a little bit of femlit, and a lot of interrogation resistance. I don't have the capability of lying.
But you have interrogation resistance. You should have just not said anything.
I mean, yes, but I have to answer these questions. Yes, the one with the light in my face?
Yes. Okay, so we know you were tracking the egg using beacon.
Yes.
Okay. Why does the god of war want to get this egg so bad? Besides the obvious reasons.
Well, what are the obvious reasons? It might become redundant if I answer them.
He doesn't want world peace.
Yeah, because then he dies. You want to kill a god, you can do it in a few ways. One, you make them irrelevant. Two, you actually physically kill them. Koga is only doing what he can to stay alive, and as a practitioner of the faith and one who has my brother's identification tags hanging at the mausoleum in Adolphon Prime, I kinda want to see my god stay alive.
That's a lot of personal information. Let's
Question.
dive into that.
Oh, okay, sure. Well, I guess it all started when my mother said
Too
that I
much
had-
diving.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was your question, Dragon?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Couldn't Koga just get a new hobby and then add something that he's the god of, so that he doesn't die when world peace happens?
Yeah, I mean, we literally just convinced Koromant to be the god of redemption. It can technically happen.
I mean, if you have enough cosmic divine power to infuse a new identity into a god, one that hasn't, Koromant, by the gods, one who hasn't died already, sure, absolutely, go right ahead. And
Are you insinuating that Koromant was somehow weaker because he died already once?
yes,
How many times have you died?
none.
Do you want to?
I'd like not to.
Yeah.
I mean-
your buddies did it. Does that mean they're gonna get weaker, or are they just dead?
Listen, I know in all seriousness that this is a very important conversation. We need to have this, but do me one favor.
Why would we do that?
Before, hopefully out of some common respect, no matter what happens to me today, me and all those others that died, make sure you this is going to sound so stupid to a non-believer, make sure that their boots are okay. Put their weapon in their boots and make sure it stands tall.
Question,
Okay.
AJ.
Yes.
Did I disintegrate some of these guys' boots?
The
Well,
irony?
some of the guys disintegrated.
Yeah.
Did their weapons
that's what I
disintegrate
mean.
with them?
No. In fact, specifically, I mentioned last week that the one, especially the one that was almost killing Shonibus, everything but their boots was destroyed in the electricity, the chain lightning.
So their weapons and their boots are the only things that are left?
Currently speaking, yeah. And maybe their armor, but their armor is so beyond use right now.
Can I do a religion check
On the boots thing?
on this tradition?
Sure.
I just want to make sure it's respecting the dead and not setting them up to come back to life. That's all I want. I don't know. Maybe there's some Koga blessing where, like, if you get someone to put the sword in the boots, if you put the sword in the boots, like the legend has foretold, all the
Like
soldiers
the
of
lime
Koga will
in the
come back to
coconut.
life.
There's a sword in my boot.
That's
Oh,
a nat 20.
Oh, nat 20.
I don't know. That's a lot.
I'll give you all the information. So the small piece is, yes, this is a very common tradition / respect ritual for those that worship Koga when they die. Especially, it's huge in Adolphon's continent. The big thing is that people who believe in Koga, their boots are their livelihood. It's their life. When you die worshiping Koga, you're either your body's propped up or your boots are maintained with your weapon and your identification holy symbol to show that you died on your feet, to show that you, even in death, still stand. It is a way to pay respect to soldiers and war priests alike.
So it's kind of like Valhalla-esque
If
a
you
little bit.
if you want a real world equivalent, it is identical to boot, rifle, helmet, dog tags that soldiers have to use in the battlefield when they do not have any good burial facilities nearby.
Noted.
makes sense.
Okay. Awesome. Do I get any other special spicy information with Nat 20? This could be my favorite Nat 20 moment.
Oh, don't do that. Don't you?
Happening right now.
Okay, so something spicy. You wanted about Koga, correct?
Yes, please.
I'm trying to think if there's anything that you, the co-writer of this world, would not already know that I have formulated in my brain.
That you have hidden from me and squandered away over here in the secret PJ pile, which is actually very large.
Yeah, a lot I've done in the meantime.
I don't know why that noise is so funny.
What?
Does sound like
I
a
don't
bee.
Oh,
Sound like a
Buzzing.
bee.
awesome. Okay, I'll give you. First of all, thank you for the raid, Tithalanos. I'm gonna get that wrong. Thank you so much for the raid, Tithalanos. Yeah, about Koga, the warring, the god of struggle, strife, steel, and strength. About the boots and about. Okay, I got it. This relates more to the weapon that they were all wielding, which you know is the Koga's Cross, a crude steel weapon that was originally held by the first war priests of Koga 20, 30,000 years ago, which is just basically two giant planks of steel with razor-sharp edges and massively powerful spikes at the end of each direction. The original war priests of Koga would just grip these sharpened blades with their bare hands, purposely bleeding on their own swords. In the 30,000 years to come, though, they've refined the technology, at least within the cult of Koga, to put specific leather wrappings around certain places so there could be strategic handholds. So that this weapon can literally be anything you want it to be. A bastard sword, a great pick, a spear, a pike, a cross spear. It's designed so crude and yet so ingenious that this thing is devastating in the right hands in any direction. And it's because one of the biggest tenets of Koga's faith is that the price of steel is always high, because the price of steel is always blood.
That's pretty badass.
He is, after all, the metal god.
Oh, I just connected a few things. The price of steel is always high because the price of steel is blood. That's a fucking lyric. So there's something really poetic about someone like the first war priest of Koga bleeding on their own weapon. There's some poet. Anyway. Yay. Someone write a metal song now. Okay. So that's really good information to have. Can we? No, we can't, because we need to give these people a proper burial. Okay. Does anyone else have any? Yeah, I actually do feel that way. Do you ask that to Shio? Do you ask that in character?
Yeah.
Ilona's gonna step away from her hand and talk to Shionibus like this. Actually, yes, I do feel that way. They have no other way that they can see out of this. And I can't say that I wouldn't do the same thing for my god if I was put in the same situation and I didn't see any way out. It's the same thing with Kormat that we just dealt with. They just need a different perspective, and maybe we can give them that. But no matter what, they weren't doing it out of malice or hate. They were doing it out of their dedication, and I can't fault them for that. They're not evil. They're just misguided.
yeah, Dragon's already like doing the funeral rites for the people that he killed. He's already like setting up the boots and the.
Do you have a special funeral thing that you get from being a guardian of Hamasa?
I was actually gonna ask that and see if I did.
You know, this, I don't know where this Christopher Walken came from. You know, that is a part of your job that you've sworn your life, well, your
Exactly.
unlife to do now. So yeah, I'm going to say you can give like a religion check with a nice big +4 or a performance check with a +4 to basically provide last rites to these dead soldiers. Now, I'm going to give you the choice as the person doing these dead rites, being both a guardian of rest for Hamasa or respite, and them being Koga. Do you want their souls to go to the bed yard, or do you want their souls to go to the barracks of Koga?
I mean, Dragon is definitely the person that would respect their beliefs.
Okay.
So definitely the barracks.
Okay.
That's, that's not the right dice for the show. This is the right dice. Okay. That's a 30. 34 with religion check.
Nice. Since you are a guardian of respite or respite, you would see this. As you line up the boots, well, first of all, tell me the ritual. Like, you know basically how it works, but like, talk me through it. Tell me the tale.
Yeah, so realistically, so each set of boots, he's taking them from the corpse pretty much, and he's setting them up around a tree, like in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
So each set of boots, and he's putting their weapon behind them into the ground and hanging their medallion from it. And then he's going to kind of say a quick prayer. Realistically, he's, the guardian of Hamasa, but he's doing that in hopes that their souls get to the right place for them.
So this kind of ghostly blue flame starts to stretch like from boot to boot to boot, kind of connects it almost like a holy circle. And the blue fire turns into a bright, healthy green flame. And as it does, that turns into the bodies of these war priests of Koga, standing literally in their boots, weapon clutched to their chest. And they look around at each other, and then they about face outside of their boots. They walk as the cross blade just moves through their ghostly form. They salute you. And they fade to join Koga's barracks and their afterlife.
Do we all see that?
Call it heads or tails.
Damn it. Heads.
And heads would mean yes, that you all see it?
Well, what I'm wondering is that Dragon has a connection to the death god, Shionibus has a connection to Anubis, and Ichi has a connection to the deities of the after. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So at least I'm thinking those three. I don't fucking know about Alona.
Everybody but Alone sees it.
Everyone but Alona.
Everybody but Alona.
Alona's like, I just see healing everywhere. Okay, so it was tails. But what I will say is that Anubis, good lord, Shionibus and Ichi will see this. Alona and the other war priest will not see this.
Got it. Okay.
Ghosts.
Yeah. That wasn't just me, right?
You can see that?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
See
a
what?
lot of us now.
What?
Yeah,
What do you got? What are you guys talking about?
Did you see that,
what?
Shionbus?
She's gonna like look up and spit blood on the ground. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah, she should probably be healed.
Give me one more. Okay.
Ichi
But-
shuffles over with
yeah.
the duct tape.
Yeah, that was really cool.
No,
Did you
no,
see that,
I'm
Alona?
fine.
You're not fine. You're spit. Alona looks concerned as she's holding this light over the guy, and Ichi's patching you up, just like. You know, in anime when like the characters turn into like chibi versions of themselves, and like their eyes are like big and like start to water, and like
Oh.
angry, and Ichi's even smaller. That's how I'm picturing this scene going.
That's cute.
So okay, we did the last rites for you. but we can't let you keep following us. Where are you based?
Originally, Adolphon Prime.
Is there a base that Koga is calling you from, or is he calling people from all over?
Give me a perception check with a +2.
Hero point. Okay. $39.
He starts some speech. There are those that have heard the call, as all priests and warriors do, and we answer the call of duty. And you know he's lying.
Was that 39?
No, that means you know he's lying.
Oh, okay. He's not compelled to tell the truth under my zone of truth. I just know he's lying. Got it. Right. Okay. Got it. Well, I'll offer you this. We're not gonna kill you. She looks back at Shonibus. I'm sorry. We're not gonna kill you. We're gonna let you go, but you can't keep following us.
Because then we'll kill you.
Because then we'll have to kill you. And you saw what we did to your friends. We really don't want to kill you. It's actually very unpleasant. Well, not unpleasant for some of us, but it's very unpleasant for me. So please don't make us kill you. And I'll offer you this. Tell the people that you work with not to look for the egg, and give us time to find a solution to save your god. I think there can be a world where the both of you exist in peace. We just need time. So give us at least what's a reasonable amount of time, guys? I don't know. Timey-wimey stuff really messes with me.
I mean,
2 months.
Realistically, to figure out a way to save the god of war without killing the god of peace, maybe a decade. It's like,
I feel like
you
2
know, that's
months
fair.
Between a decade and 2 months.
Between yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Give us 2 months. And we'll do our best. And if by the end of 2 months we don't have a solution that works for you or your god, well, we'll come to it when we come to it.
I have something to say, but I need you to let me go. But what I will say is that on my honor as a warrior, a soldier, and a priest, I will stop pursuing you. And any other priests that I know, I will make them swear to also stop pursuing you for the 2-month time period, as you said.
Can I tell if he's lying?
Yeah, you can make a perception check with a +2.
$29?
Okay. Firstly, what do you think? What does Sidney think is going on?
He saw us do the last rites on his friend. I think he's abstaining as much as he can for now. He did say he would give us 2 months.
Okay.
And he can't promise anyone else. I believe him.
Okay. You do find out that he's telling the truth, but there's some part of the language that is definitely kind of nagging at you a bit. It's specifically the, I will make sure that myself and no other priests will come after you. That's some weird, sticky language that's in your brain.
Well, it's not like he can prevent his god.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, I mean, his god could sound like a war elephant or something after us. Like, you know, I'm not having a diplomacy fight with a giant war elephant or anything.
It could write it though.
Yeah, no, 100%. Dragon needs a mount.
Mm.
I thought you said write it, and I'm like, fan fiction for the elephant. Good for them.
Don't give me ideas. Or do give me ideas.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
War elephant / mush.
Oh no, no, no. That poor badger.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Mush would become mush.
It's just it'll be fluff. It'll just be like light innocent romance.
So yeah, do you let this war priest go?
I do.
Okay.
Can we keep his weapon though? Or is that a no for the war priest?
I'm trying to remember the loose doctrine and dogma I wrote for Koga to see if that would be a shame. No, it's not. No.
This gun is mine. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Pretty much Dragon's like, I mean, you're kind of messed up, but also skilled, so caveat, we're gonna let you go, but you gotta leave your weapon.
And one more thing.
What's that?
Ichi gets up real close and dramatic. Still cloaked in shadow. She pulls out her business card. It says, Ichi, a whisper in the darkness. She tucks it into his belt. Watch yourself, or else I will.
Okay. He takes the card. Well, first he looks at the card in the belt, looks at it, looks at you. Slowly puts it back into his belt.
Ilona goes back to Shionibus and goes, did Ichi just give that guy her number?
Yes, she did.
Oh my god, I didn't know you could have cards for that?
Wait, Ichi, did you tell him to vote against the NCC?
Yeah, it's on the other side of the business card.
Ah, okay. Just wanted to double check.
Yes. We're on the same page. You want a business card?
Me?
We'll get it covered. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. It'll say
Shionibus.
Dragon. Explosive stuff.
I was gonna say, I'm like, if you give Dragon a business card, Ilona just thinks you're giving people your number now.
No. More, you get the sense that Ichi's discussing with Dragon manufacturing him his own business cards.
But Dragon just found his wife. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so the war priest kind of gives you all a salute. He introduces himself as Commander Vitor Vici.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, BJ.
Mm-hmm.
Vitor Vici.
Vitor Vici. So for those of you who don't know, there's this whole thing about like Latin and that every time you see a V, like Vini Vidi Vici, it's actually pronounced like a W. So when Caesar was like, I came, I saw, I conquered, he was more like Waluigi going, Weenie Weedy Vici. So there you go.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Gets me every time.
Let's see.
Oh, sound is still working, but the video is frozen. Thank you, Eric, for letting us know.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm checking the playback. It looks like it's working okay. It might be a local issue.
It might be an internet issue.
Yeah.
It looks like it's working for me too on Twitch.
Yeah. Well, thank you for letting us know, Eric. Appreciate you. But I'll keep my eyes out for it. Well, that being said,
Spectrum.
Yeah. Shake my fist at Spectrum. But that being said, so Commander Vitor Vici will take your card, and they will leave. Before they leave, though, they stop and they go, right, before I go, as more of an apology to you all, I would like to heal your wounds. If that's all right.
Turns the Chionibus.
I would rather die.
She's
Yeah,
serious.
No one actually hit me, so all good. But I would have taken you up.
That's absolutely fine. I won't press. I thought I could offer. Please take my blade. You have bested me. It's only fair. In the meantime, since you denied my healing, I will just leave then. Ooh. Goodbye.
Do you need healing after the way Shionovus looked at you? She yells as he walks away.
He does stop and goes, out of character, he has 5 HP left. Yeah, I could use some healing. I could use a little bit.
Ichi just sticks a piece of duct tape to the back of his head and then gives him a gentle push.
Does that heal him, Eddie?
Go ahead and give me a medicine check. Trained. The DC is 15. If you beat that, if you get 25, that is a crit.
I really think you're flirting with this guy.
It's a 7.
A 7 total?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have untrained improvisation.
No.
Oh no.
Okay. Now here's the thing. I had this thing in my head that if anyone used the mending tape to actually do a medicine check, they count as trained when using it to heal people. Because that's still a 2d8/48 on a crit. So it's not going to get too spicy. But that's a 7. That's 2 points away from a critical fail. I'll just say nothing happens for now. He doesn't take 2d8 of damage, but he doesn't gain 2d8. So
he does get a little sticky.
He gets that like gummy sticky thing that duct tape does.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm
then
not gonna lie, it would have been very, very, very funny if Ichi was trying to help him and then just accidentally killed the man.
puts the tape on the back of his head, rips it off. He dies. Dies of duct tape damage. Oh my god.
Dying of duct tape damage. That's the name of a band.
Death by duct tape.
Ooh,
Death by
good.
duct tape.
You do see he kind of puts his hands together in a very simple kind of meditative state, and you see this silver energy kind of coming off his body and little blades kind of rising from his being. And then he is going to heal himself for... Hold on, how much is that? Yeah, 6d8 plus 48. And so he'll be fine. He heals himself with a heal spell and proceeds to faff off.
Okay. So now that he's gone, is there a check, because obviously, unfortunately, Randy's not here right now. Would Randy Lothier know if we get into the sanctuary that he has, if the spell that they're using to track this egg will reach there? Or is there some kind of magical protection around the secret druid sanctuary that would prevent the spell beacon from working?
In theory, yes, there should be some defenses in the location, but it would be basically for like other priests, it would work on human beings and things like that. You could, like, oh yeah, I'm going to cast beacon. Nope. But
i.e. divine intervention, they could still find the freaking egg.
I mean, Koga's watching you right now as we speak, so...
I don't know how Lothier would feel about bringing the god of war into the sanctuary. What do you guys think?
Bringing the god of war into the land that's already been ravaged by war
Yeah.
and magic? Probably not. We should probably figure out how to remove the spell.
Well, I'm wondering if there's a place where Koga can't reach. Because whether the spell works or not, he promised no war priest would come after us. So really the only person we have to worry about is the god
Koga.
of war himself coming after us. And if he can see us no matter what, we need to find a place that is able to shield the gaze of a god. Does anybody have any ideas?
While you deliberate, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I mean, let me know if this is crazy. And I mean, obviously, I haven't asked anybody about this, but what if we took it to Humasa? Could Koga see into the land of the dead?
It's still not the mortal realm.
Oh yeah, that's right. Damn.
Yeah, it has to be on this plane. We can't take it to any other realm. Azamat and Koromot were very specific about it has to be on the mortal plane. I mean, we can go ahead.
Is Isuo's house in the mortal plane? It's kind of funky. I feel like maybe it would have some funky stuff happening.
That's a great question. That could be, we could ask PJ when he gets back. Okay, so we have maybe Isuo's house. If Marinle doesn't blow up the egg. Oh, because you bring up a really good point, Sam.
Mhm.
Isuo does have that secret room in his house that nobody's allowed to go into.
Ooh.
Remember that from season 1?
I
There was
don't, but I should.
Kylie, do you remember that? Yeah.
All
He had a
I
room.
know is sometimes I wonder if Isuo's doing things with having a really cool house that can go anywhere. That if the gods knew what they were doing, they would be like, no. So it makes me wonder if they just can't see them.
That's fair. Hey, Isuo. Hey, PJ. Is Isuo's house shielded from the gaze of gods?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Have you asked them that?
We should go find out.
Okay. What's the closest city with Isuo's house in it? Was it Acadia?
Yeah.
No.
Just go marching right back. Where's the next closest?
What's the next closest town? Can I use my talkie circle to talk to them instead?
If you want to, you can, absolutely. Isuo will tell you they don't have a place in Brack, but
Okay.
they have a place in Acadia, Adolphon, Azmakon, of course, Totsuku, Shin, and
Dragon's Grave.
Dragon's Grave. Yep, in Dragon's Grave. That's it. That's the locations.
Can I ask them through my walkie-talkie magic thing if their home is shielded from the gaze of gods?
They will tell you that they aren't quite sure because it kind of exists in its own pocket dimension.
Okay, so we can't take it there.
Yeah, that would be bad because then it wouldn't be in this dimension.
And then it wouldn't be in the mortal plane. Damn it. Okay. That's cool though. That's cool. Thanks
Yeah,
for the
so
knowledge.
Isuo's house will still be there when the world ends.
Good for
Good
them.
for them.
Mm-hmm. Planning ahead. Very smart.
Uh,
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Why don't we just keep going with our current plan and take it to Brack and put it in the druid place? Anyway, if we have 2 months, we should probably focus on doing the 2-month stuff and then coming back at the end of it.
They're not. Koga's not going to wait 2 months.
No.
The war priest will
absolutely.
wait 2 months. Koga's not going to wait 2 months. And I don't want to. The whole point is that we don't want to bring the god of war into the sanctuary to have the god of war wreck the sanctuary that Lothier just spent his entire summer rebuilding. That's my concern. I don't want to.
I agree
Randy's
with you.
out of character. Randy's only request from us this game was that we don't fuck up the sanctuary.
Yes.
So I really don't want to fuck up the sanctuary.
See, I thought that was directed at me personally. So
Are
I
you
didn't
watching,
involve the
Randy?
Sanctuary.
I don't see Randy in the chat yet. I hope he's seeing this and laughing his ass off right now.
I'll see it. If you didn't see it now, I'll see it later. Yeah, that's my only concern. Is there like a religion check I can do
To
to
figure
see
out.
if there's a god blind spot somewhere?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone want to aid me? Because this seems pretty crucial.
Oh, I don't
Let's
know how
combine
useful
all of
my
our
aid would
brains.
be.
My religion is a 15. Is anyone better than that? Oh God! Let's drag on the next best perfect person for religion. All right, I'm rolling religion. Oh, that's a 34.
Oh, damn. That's really good.
That's great. I got a 37.
Okay, 34 and 37. Cool. You are reminded of something. This is gonna suck. You are reminded that back when you're in Osmicon, that you were under the watchful eye of Korokos, under the god magic of Kodamat, back when Korokos was in the floating castle in the sky, always watching you. And the only way that you could blind him was that ritual to put a cringe memory in a trinket. So that every time they looked at you, they only saw the cringe memory.
Oh,
Way back in season 1.
I remember.
With the
That's
emotional
cringe
support goat.
memory!
With the emotional support goat. Mm-hmm.
I remember. That was great.
We
So-
just put the memory of one of Ichi's fan fictions in it.
Oh my
So every
God.
time they try and look at us, they have to read a fan fiction.
Ooh.
I mean, you absolutely can if you want to. I just know that that ritual happened in Osmicon, and you are across the planet in between Acadia and Brack.
But like we did the ritual once. We could
Mhm.
probably do it again. The person that helped us with the ritual, wasn't that your assistant, Ichi?
Yeah, I think so. I know my embarrassing memory was about her actually.
Yeah, it was a brand new priestess of that specific temple.
Oh, that's what it was. And your
Yeah.
embarrassing moment was about
Yeah,
I have an
Okay.
idea.
hope she's doing good.
what's up, Dragon?
Can God see into New Jack City?
Yes.
Oh,
Damn.
all right.
Because I was going to suggest that we put the egg behind our friend Balti.
Oh, Balti! That was cute.
Yes. You know, then we'd have not only a giant city of weapons and defenses, and we'd also have a giant door that will eat anyone that gets close.
That's fair.
But you also
Is there-
still have Emmerich to deal with. He's still alive behind that door, I want to say.
He's alive?
I don't think
Oh,
anyone
that's right.
I don't think anyone physically killed him. I think they just I think y'all trapped him in there forever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
We did. Shonibus walked out. I remember that. It was very dramatic. Great
Very
Emmy
good.
moment.
It would be
Um,
kind of hilarious to put the egg of peace right next to him with him unable to do anything.
That sounds like a special hell.
very special hell. Is there another place on this continent that we can perform the ritual of cringe memory?
Maybe being, Asmaconian, maybe I could throw together something.
You know, I'll say that.
Can you ask your ancestors for help?
Yes,
Maybe.
I'm gonna do that.
All right, go ahead and ask them for help. I'll say you can do this here and now with enough prep time. If you want a official facility, which will give you a +2 to the rolls, you can go back to Acadia and use one of their newly reformed churches, temples, I should say.
Do we want to go back to Acadia, or should I wing it?
Because you can just do it here in the field
Well,
if you want to.
Here's the out of character question. I want to know what Lothir's memory is. So we either wait till next week when Randy's here, or we do it and then we ask Randy next week what his cringe memory is that he gave, because I want to know so bad what Lothir's cringe memory is.
So, Alone, I have a proposition for you.
What's up, Ichi?
Maybe I could do this ritual. I feel like I need to do some research, preparation, and meditation time before. Do we have somewhere we're heading right now? That way I can get an idea. I don't want to go back to Acadia. It's like when you say bye and then the person starts walking in the same direction as you. It's really awful. I mean, that could be its own cringe memory, but don't worry, we have plenty among us to go around. But anyway, yeah. Is there a direction that we're just going in that we could just go? And then once I'm done kind of figuring it out, maybe this ritual, we can do it there? Because I think I need some time, but it could work. It could work.
Well, we were headed to Brack.
Okay.
Is
So,
there
yeah.
anything in between here and Brack, PJ?
Just a
No.
lot of forest.
Just a lot of forest. We're gonna be traveling the forest for a very long time, Ichi. Do you think traveling the forest for a very long time will give you enough time to prepare this ritual?
Yeah, maybe I'll have to think on it in Brack a little bit. We'll see. You can't rush meditation. I mean, you know that, right? Is that what you do? Prayer, that's what you do.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I'm... You meditate too? Yeah. Dragon, do you meditate?
I learn spells by reading. Does reading count as meditating? I don't know.
I feel like it's kind of the same. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
right?
all right. I think there's a chance this could work, but I'm not doing it today.
Okay. Got it. So let's just head to Brack and see what else PJ throws at us.
Okay. So I'm going to say the first day and the next teleportation spell goes off. Much to Vitorvici's word, you are not seeing any other bandits or feeling any other form of, I don't want to say surveillance, but let's say pursuance. Mm-hmm. You are starting to see on the horizon the familiar rainy skies and rolling muddy hills all the way over here of Brack, and you know that you are probably about 100, if not just a bit more, miles outside of the kind of city nation of Brack.
Okay.
All right. So, one more teleport in, or what's the plan?
There's nowhere else to go, PJ.
Okay.
We have to go to Brack at this point.
That's fair.
I don't know if we're gonna go to the sanctuary. We're gonna go to Brack.
Okay. Well, after a teleportation spell and a few hours of walking, you start to move through the city of Brack. As mentioned earlier, you are seeing leaders of the country of Brack kind of delegating and giving tasks to Akkadian advisors and sorcerers, as they are also working with these massive machines by Samantha Stokes and Stoke Industries. You're seeing massive like backhoes and tractors and these kind of massive diesel punk engines roaring and churning and purring as the ground is being aerated and all the agriculture is being attempted to save the dying land of Brack. But you are here once again. So what do you do?
Brack's not really for tourists. But is there an inn? Or any other, is there a bar in Brack?
There's a social center. Like they have places where you can drink, but they don't have a lot of choices as far as alcohol is concerned.
Right. That's fine. We literally just need a place to be in the meantime of us doing this spell.
Okay. Yeah, pick a choice. You have a place called the Old Watering Hole. You have another place called Old Timothy's, and the last one is just called Red Barn.
Okay, so "ol" is not like a regulation that
I thought it was going to be.
have to have.
What about
creative.
Old Red Barn?
I mean, if you want to, yeah, absolutely. People
Please?
refer to it as Old Red Barn.
Okay, give me that one more time so I can write it down so we can tell Randy. Old what?
I just... All right. Old Watering Hole.
Old watering hole.
Old Timothy's.
Old Timothy.
Old Timothy.
And the Old Red Barn.
Old Red Barn.
Mm-hmm.
Not like Cracker Barrel.
Nope. More like Waffle House. Fist fights happen nightly.
I don't. Does anyone have a preference?
I don't. It's your choice.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a d4. 1 is Old Watering Hole, 2 is Old Timothy's, and 3 is Red Barn is a 4, and 4 is a reroll. It's a 1. We're going to Old Watering Hole.
The Old
I like
Watering
that.
Hole.
That seems like the oldest. I don't know why. It seems like the oldest.
The
Yeah.
oldest.
The oldest.
All right. The door to this swollen wooden facility that's just been dilapidated by constant rain. You can see the mud kind of churning up from the place where the bar would hit the ground. So even like the facilities seem very ramshot. The door almost falls off the hinges as you open up. You see a bar where there's like a center counter, and behind it there's a really big well in the center behind the counter. And you're seeing some of the people kind of take their mugs, dip it in the well, and come out with the most viscous kind of brown-gray liquid possible. And they're taking these giant chunks and they're putting it away on a sill or putting it, in a container to ferment. They have a bunch of old barrels that are, again, swollen and misshapen from all the constant rain. The ground is still muddy, and you can see boot prints smearing into this thin, runny, off stain. There's no place to sit. There are little cubicles to drink with tables in them, but there is no seating.
Okay.
You know, I haven't said this much in my life, but I think I'm good on the drinks this evening.
I would say that's growth, but it's only because
Because
only
gross.
because we're here. Yeah. Is there a private room we can get to house this to be housed at this point in time? I guess we would have Lothir's little hut if he was here.
Yeah.
So maybe not. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, it looks like what you see is what you get. It's basically the shell of a bar put on top, smack dab in the middle over an old well in the middle of a mud field, which is where this place is. If you wanted to ask for the center around the well, you can ask the 1 or 2 people working there if they want to pop out early.
I roll up. I have my cloak on. Still. And I say, "Excuse me. Is there a proprietor of this? Wait, let me start over. Excuse me. May I speak to the proprietor of this establishment?"
You see a woman whose hair and face and clothes are stained with little streaks of mud bending over this well, kind of holding her back as she brings out this massive jug to go ferment in the container. And she looks at you exhausted. "Does it look like we got a propeller here?" "No.
Proprietor!
I
The
don't-
owner!
I don't care what it is. Ain't nobody that owns the watering hole. We
Who's
just
in
work
charge?
here. We just work here. We want
Oh.
drinks, we gots to make them.
So you're your own boss.
Effectively, yeah. It's more like a community service.
Wow. Your own boss. That's so admirable. As an entrepreneur, could I ask you some few questions?
Sure.
First of all, if there was a place that some weary travelers, weary travelers needed to go around these parts, where would they be? Where would they go?
Well, you come to one of the best places to get a drink. Once everyone gets done with their daily chores and duties, we all come here for a big old party. Of course, there's the other bars in town. We have a tavern, but no one really goes to it anymore.
When's the party start?
She kind of looks out the window, looks at the sun a bit. I'd say in about 2-3 hours.
Is it BYOB?
I mean, you can drink our stuff, but we just put a batch in the old ferminator. It's going to have to take a few weeks before it's ready.
The Ferminator.
Yeah, it's got a ferment.
Wow. Wonderful. And what was your name?
You can call me Patty.
Patty.
Mm-hmm.
You could call me Ichi. Here, I have a business card.
She looks at the card and goes, well, that is mighty swell. Kind of like slaps it against her hand. She says, I'm just going to put it in the bosom of her dress. Is there anything else I can help you all folks for?
Yeah, we're just looking for a place to stay. Maybe someone to talk to.
Well, I mean, my service isn't for talking, but if you want to, you can go to the sleeping place called the Potato, or if you want to go across the street and go to the Gourd. Yeah.
Is it not the old Potato?
No, it's not a place for drinking, so it's not old.
Oh. Okay. Well, you want to go to the party with me and my friends tonight?
Give me a diplomacy check, I guess. I love this. Taryn Wanderer says, is her last name Peppermint?
That's a 30.
30.
Oh my god.
She looks at y'all.
And I haven't even leveled up yet, so.
Oh my god. So that'd be at least a 31. So she looks at you and she goes, you know what? Yeah, sure. It's not every day I got to party and drink with non-Brack folk, and y'all seem really, especially this one with her name on paper and everything, seems really exciting folk. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll meet you back here in 3 hours.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What was your name again? I have a short-term memory.
Oh, that's quite right. My name is Patty.
Patty.
Mm-hmm.
What was your last name?
Peppermint.
If you have one. Peppermint Patty. All right.
Like the little sprig. Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. Well, good to meet you, and we'll see you soon.
All right. She, even though it's that weird thing, that energy in a conversation, like she's working there, but after that she's like, bye, and then she leaves. She just leaves because that's the energy of the conversation. The other person working the well just kind of looks at her, looks at y'all. Well, shoot, I don't get paid. And then they just leave with Patty.
So this entire place is empty now?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Alona.
I can't tell if Sam doesn't know how to do a country accent or if Ichi's just really bad at a country accent.
Alona. I fit
Yes.
in with the locals.
You are doing so good. I'm so proud of you. That
Thank
is
you.
awesome. Did
I
you take an
learned-
accents and dialects class when you learned how to be a performer?
Yes.
I knew it.
This is my best one.
Such a natural,
Thank you.
honestly. All right.
See how we
Oh,
got this place all to. We got this place all to ourselves now.
Mm-hmm.
nice.
I guess we could just hang out.
I'm gonna be
Hello.
completely honest.
Oh, sorry, just saying hello
What?
to the raid. I was just saying hello to the raid. Hello, Dice and
Hello.
Autism. Great to see you, and good hello to all your peoples as well. Thank you for the raid. Yeah. So, what were you gonna say, Sidney?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know what to do at this point. I don't know what we should do.
Well, you have enough space to do the ritual here if you want to. No one around, lots of room, big well in the center for dramatic effect. If
Dramatic
you want
effect
to.
and light.
Dramatic, yeah, mood lighting. It's great.
Out of character, I was trying to delay the ritual till next time, so
Oh,
that's what I
Randy
was
could be there.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. But are you gonna be here next week, Sam?
Oh shoot, no, I'm not.
Okay. So let's do the ritual here and now,
That's true.
and we'll just get Randy's embarrassing memory next week. How about that?
That sounds good. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and how we
Might
have
need
this
more than
place.
one.
Yeah. That's actually part of the ritual. One that you think inside your thoughts, and one that you say to everyone else.
quick question: does the awkward memory leave our mind then too? Is it like taken from us? Because I've got a few rattling way up there that.
Oh
know,
no, Dragon.
Okay.
No, it stays
All right.
forever.
That's very unfortunate.
No, it's just you just have to tell us. That's what makes it worse.
You know, yeah, we should wait for Lothier. We should absolutely wait for
No.
Lothier's memory.
We don't have time. We need
to be done
right now.
It has to be done.
Okay.
So
we can say Lothier has crafted amulets out of mud. How about that?
ooh,
And those are the ones that are going to be used as the physical manifestation. So, but yeah, sound like a plan.
I like
Cool.
that. So Ichi sets up this place, and she brings out whatever, just gathers from our resources. If we have some candles, or we can light some little flames around, and she just puts some incense burning, so you get this nice kind of spicy smell going through the air. And makes it a beautiful little center place with random trinkets that she's collected in front of this well, and stands there and tries to remember how this ritual went. And she starts by saying, all right, all of us who are gathered here today, we are gathered here to reveal our embarrassing memories to each other. Just remember, you may be cringe, but in this space, you may be free. So reach in to the deepest part of yourself, the part that hurts to look at. You know, not the one with trauma, but the one with cringe. It's on the other side. Pull that memory out, let it be spoken, and we're gonna send it to this god so he can cringe eternally and leave us the fuck alone. All right, who wants to start?
Dragon, you're new. You haven't
What?
done this before.
Wait.
We've all
thought it
had
was
to
only
do
one.
this ritual.
It's everybody. It's
Everyone.
all
It's
of us.
Yeah, individually, each of us have a cringe memory. What's yours, Dragon?
What do I have to be the one to? All right, fine, for world peace and everything.
I pull you up to the front of the well, and I just kind of sit you down on this little area. I put down like some cloth so you don't have to sit on the mud. Right.
And he begins describing the first time that he saw his wife when he arrived back in Svigar.
Well, describe it. Describe character.
Tell us the tale.
So
The character.
he gets off the boat and is like super nervous and anxious, and he's kind of looking around, and then he sees her off the dock, and she's just walking. She doesn't really pay any attention to him besides like a quick like look over in his direction, and she's got like a basket of like bread with her, and she's just walking past, and he literally trips over a barrel on the dock, smashes through another barrel that's full of fish, and then falls into the ocean. And he had gotten dressed up. He was in like a nice outfit. He had his hair done, and then just plummets into the ocean and ruins everything. And that is his wife's first impression of Dragon getting off the boat. Just like, wow, look at that blue idiot. Like, so that's his awkward memory that he shares. And the whole time he can't look at any of you while he's telling you this story. Yeah, Mm-hmm.
Ichi hears your story, and then she kind of moves her body over so she's in your line of sight and looks at you in the eyes and says, hold the amulet, and now tell me in your own words how it felt when you fell off that dock.
It was awful. It was so embarrassing, and then it was cold. I didn't like it. That's.
Now put all that energy, just focus it into this amulet. Just feel the cringe.
Yeah, he even will try and use some of his magic to make the cringe leave him and go into the same guns. It's just like,
You're doing great. All right. Who's next?
I'm going to say this is when Lothier would do it, but we will get that next episode to find out what Lothier's cringe moment is. Who is next for the cringe?
Alona.
What?
Oh, okay.
Alona.
Alona, what is your cringe, Alona?
I am facilitating Alona. She kind of just like gently pushes Dragon aside. Keep focusing on the cringe. Puts him up there along with Lothier. All right, Alona. She takes you by the hand and leads you up to the little rug in front of the well in the mud and sits you down. Hold the amulet in your hand. Take a deep breath. Now speak your cringe out loud. We're in this together.
Okay. Probably from when I was 5. No, I don't remember when I was 5. Probably when I was 8. Do I remember when I was 8? I think I remember when I was 8. When I was 8 and I showed up at the doorstep of the temple, I didn't remember who I was, and then my family adopted me, and yeah. Oh, oops, you didn't know that? Fun fact. And when I was adopted and didn't know how to do anything, I didn't know how to clean myself. And so as an 8-year-old, my new mom had to teach me how to wash my armpits and my ass. And I just felt really uncomfortable and embarrassed because I knew I was old enough that I should know how to do it, but I didn't. And also I didn't. It was a very confusing time to be alive. And there's nothing more shameful than not knowing how to take care of yourself, even when you're young. And it felt really bad. And I didn't like it.
That was your cringe memory?
It feels very cringe.
I don't think that's just sad.
Oh.
The whole story. It was not cringe. You were a child. I'm sorry that you felt that way, but that made me very sad inside.
Oh.
The whole thing.
Remember when we talked about the trauma being on one side and the cringe being on the other?
Right. Yeah. That's not the same thing. I don't remember. Okay. Cringe. Do I have to give another one? Did that not count?
I don't know.
I mean, if it feels cringe to you, it's whatever it is. It's the memory going into the trinket. So if you want Koga to see you as a child embarrassing with the fact that you can't clean yourself, that is a valid thing.
I don't want him to see any of it.
I mean, I think we're gonna make the God of War cry with that one. Like,
feels powerful.
His heart grew 3 times that day.
Alona, you're adopted?
Oh yeah.
Did I know that? Did any of us know that?
Oh, I've never really felt the need to bring it up before.
I just kind of assumed because no one else was a half elf.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh. That's really interesting. All right. I'm a little uncomfortable here because this is your trauma, and I didn't mean to take that out of you. But if you feel like you want to put it in the amulet, hold that amulet. Feel those feelings. Put it in there. Make that guy look at them. He's gonna have to look at it. Look at it. And then
look at it.
Look at it. All right.
All right. Well, I guess that just leaves Shionibus. Shionibus, what's your cringe memory?
She looks at Shionibus. She says, I know if this wasn't a part of what we needed to do to stop like the end of the world again or something, you would probably kill me just for suggesting that you have to do this. First of all, I recognize that, and I appreciate your restraint.
Yeah,
Now-
that's growth.
I am gonna need you though to come sit down.
She'll go sit. Well, probably when I got back to Nubia and I had to give my first kind of proclamation. So we have a really tall set of stairs that you have to walk up. And I was wearing a very long gown that day. And I definitely tripped going up the stairs in front of everyone.
And that was your first proclamation?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Feel that cringe? Feel how it felt? Tripping on that beautiful gown. I'm sure it was a beautiful gown. You probably ripped some crystals off of it too.
Yeah.
All right. Put all that energy into the amulet. He's gonna have to look at it. Okay. You did good. I guess it's me now. You can go. Ichi sits down. She focuses deeply. A few places that we've been, when we left, I forget things a lot. And last time, where was last? Acadia. I always leave a few things when I leave, not on purpose. So there may be some copies of fan fiction left. Maybe even in the throne room. Morel's gonna read them.
I have to ask, just because I'm curious, specifically which ones? Because you've been a very prolific writer as a fanfic artist.
Definitely 3 to 4. 3 to 4. So you just give me a character, and I'll tell you the title.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna roll a d6.
Give me a few
1, 2,
characters.
3, 4, 5, and Morella's 6. It's Alona and Shionibus. Okay, could be worse.
Yeah.
It's called. Sorry. It's called 1.5 Elves.
1.5 elves.
Shionibus and Alona story.
Oh my god, I love that. Okay, 1.5 elves. Boom. That's what Morel is reading, and he's probably just going, "This feels very familiar, but I can't say why." Oh my goodness. Having a great time. So you complete the cringy memories you put into the amulets. You do your best to run the ritual. The bright lights continue to kind of grow and grow from your amulets. And then with a loud kind of as the energy seals into these amulets and reflects into divinity, there's a knocking at the door at the old watering hole. And this is where we are going to go on a 10-minute break. See you all when we come back to figure out who is that knocking at the door. Until then,
It's a raven.
It's the raven, of course. Until then, see you all in 10 minutes. Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome back to the second half of episode 4 of season 3. If you've noticed, Shionibis is not here, but that's okay. They had to go take care of something in their real life, and real life always comes first, doesn't matter how important the game is. So, Carly, have a great time, and we'll see you next week. Without any further ado, let's get back into it. So, you all are just ending the ritual, and then you hear the knocking at the door.
Hello?
You hear a
Hi,
voice.
you were closed.
The ritual's done, right? We completed it. It's not getting interrupted.
It's not getting
Okay.
rid. The ritual is complete.
All right. Who wants to open the door?
All right. Who's going to open the door?
Ichi.
Okay.
Go up and I'll open it a little bit and say, who is it? Who is it? No.
Who is? What's your AC?
Who is it? Oh boy.
And remember, it should be one higher because you did level up.
29.
29. Okay. So,
Oh my gosh.
as you open the door, you see a tall, dark, looming shadow over the opening of the door frame. And then suddenly, with a huge, like, super fast momentum, a boot the size of your torso is laid against your head. Wham! And you are knocked back 30 feet.
What?
30 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any
Ichi?
resistance to that with my rock dwarf
Yes.
resistance?
Let's just say 30 feet is the amount you're supposed to fly. The Rock Dwarf ability will take effect. So how many feet are you moved with that massive foot?
I don't know how many feet I moved.
Sorry, I'll say you're moved 15 feet. And as you are, you see this frame starts to bend down and enter the bar. But the lights of your ritual, you see an 8-foot-tall elven man. Bald-headed, completely bald. A tattoo of a fist is outlined on his face, over his eyes, cheeks, like a hand grabbing a sword, tattooed on his face, darkened. He wears no shirt, no clothes, just a waist wrap and a long leather kilt reinforced with studs and padded leather. He wears boots up to about the mid-calf, heavily laid with steel, and wraps around the forearms, leather with spikes. I was led to believe that the egg is in this building. Is that true?
We're closed.
No, you're not. You're not closed at all. Which one of you has my egg?
Sorry, we're not really good at omelets, so maybe try next door.
Alright. Fine. But I'm only gonna say this once. I represent the god of war, Koga, and I aim to take that egg from you and keeping my god alive. You give me the egg, I spare your life. If you don't, then I'll destroy you and everything you hold dear. Make no mistake, I'm not here for violence. Far from it, I'm here to keep the cosmic peace. So, do you give me the egg? Or not?
BJ, can I do a perception check? Sorry, Sam.
No,
what
go
do you
ahead.
want to do?
You go first.
I just want to do a perception check because he's clearly more than a war priest. So,
Perception check, go right ahead.
hey, nat 20.
Woo!
Okay.
What? That's the second one this episode on a perception check. Why?
He's definitely no war priest. As he steps in, you can see no holy symbol aside from the fist that's tattooed on his face. You can tell. You can see, though his skin looks human, there's like a dripping chrome coming from his forehead that's starting to smear and cover his whole skin, like sweat turning into steel plate. His shirtless torso becomes clad in a steel-like skin.
Be the avatar of Koga.
While he's distracted, I want to activate my sword.
God damn it.
My name is the Steel Price. I'm the avatar of the God of War, and I aim to get that egg from you.
I said we're closed! And Ichi's gonna rage and attack!
Everyone roll initiative. You fight the
Lord.
Steel Price, the avatar of Koga.
28 on my initiative.
Dragon, 28.
33.
Ichi, 33.
I rolled a 5 on the die face. That's a... Oh, well, my perception would have gone up, so that's a 28.
28. Awesome.
Look at you, rolled a 5 and you tied my initiative.
My perception's a 23.
Clerics
That's a 17.
are freaking dope, and in October when they release the remastered for 2E, the clerics are gonna get even doper. I'm just saying that right now.
I have a master perception.
Case in point. Okay, let's see here. Okay. So, Dragon, what's your dexterity modifier? And Alona, what's your dexterity modifier?
4 for my
A 0.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know why I need to look. That's my dump stat.
So unless anyone has a feat that makes them go first in a tie, Dragon is going to go before Alona. You can tell by the few windows that is here in the old watering hole. The sky suddenly is pitch black outside. Almost like this mid-afternoon has turned into the dead of midnight. Is eradicated in ribbons of old, swollen wood chips. You can see now, as the roof is ripped off this, the pitch black skies because the sun is blotted out by swords. Swords that slowly fall from the sky like rain and surround the Steel Price in a column of steel. He reaches up, pulls 2 of these swords from the column that he is being surrounded by. And then he seems to withhold his action and wait. With these 2 Koga crossblades in his hands, he waits and he says, I did warn ye. Next up, Ichi.
Oh yeah, I hit him.
Okay. Give me a basic reflex save.
Oops. Let's see, reflex. Let's see, 18 plus 19? Where's my calculator? Ah! My once a game apology that I can't do math.
Is A-okay.
37.
37. All right. That is a success. You take 3 damage. As you rush into him to strike, one of these swords that are around him just kind of swings by, cuts a small piece out of you. as you now are neck and neck or face to face with this man. You are surrounded in a column of floating blades as he stares down at you. One action to get there, one action to roll to hit. Roll to hit.
Let's see. And I'm just gonna add 1 to my stats because I haven't leveled up yet, as a it's probably at least 1 more.
Mm-hmm. That's a very safe bet at level 12. But you do get a free feat, well, a skill or a class feat when you get there.
Cool. That's a 39 to hit.
39 to hit. Will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, good. Would my damage have changed at all?
No.
I'm at 2d12 plus 4.
Should be
Plus my maul bonuses.
Yep, 2d12 plus 4 plus any 1d6 of anything else you've added to you. I know you haven't been hit yet. No, you have been hit. So your revenge die activates it well, or so your revenge bonus activates at like a +2, plus your rage bonus. Haha, words.
18.
18 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what kind of damage is that?
Ball damage.
Okay. You swing. The maul hits him clean to the head. Ting! Slowly, as his head moves with the momentum, he looks back at you. You have one more action.
I hit him again.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
I want to see Ichi crit on this guy so bad. Also, low-key, I'm really curious how this is affecting Ichi, because Ichi technically has a connection with Koga still from when you were a god, Ichi.
That's true. That's true. Inside the back of your head, you know him. It's like that guy. I hate to use this phrase. It's like that guy you know from work. He's upper middle management. You never talk to him, but you know this fucker.
All right. Well, I crit. So what is that? Give me.
So you're gonna take the 2d12. I don't think you're at greater striking yet. So it's 2d12 plus your strength, plus your rage, plus your revenge, and you double all that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And after this, when you get a chance, send me your character sheet, because I definitely want to kind of take a look at your equipment a little bit. I got plans for you.
So do we rest after the last fight?
It's been at least a day. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Spells are all returned.
That's 40 points.
40 points. Okay. You swing, and what kind of damage is it again? It's just maul stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Oh, all my damage from raging is like negative or positive.
Okay.
I get to choose.
Mm-hmm.
So, assuming I know Ichi knows what that means, I would choose the one that makes the most sense.
I mean, that's on you. Which one do you choose?
Out of character, I can't remember the difference between.
Oh, yeah. So positive is like, it's not quite good damage, but it's stuff used to heal. It's really good for killing undead. Negative is good for killing anything living.
Okay, and he does not look undead. Okay, yeah, no, negative.
Okay. Hammer comes by. You see him staring down at you. The hammer smacks right on his eye. Ting! Bounces off his head. You can see his head whipping back. Solid. Next up is Dragon.
I mean, he's a giant metal man,
Mm-hmm.
and metal men probably don't do well against fire because they'd be heated up.
And
So, Dragon's gonna run up. He activated his sword while everyone was talking still, if that's okay.
absolutely.
He's gonna run up and he's going to spell strike with disintegrate.
Ooh. Okay. Cool.
I don't actually. Sorry, I'm gonna cast True Strike and I'm gonna shoot this man with disintegrate.
Okay.
because then I don't have to use my movement action.
Sure. I'll say this. The column of blades that swing around him give him standard cover. So his
Okay.
AC will be higher to you since you're outside these swinging, whirling blades of death.
Then I will go and smack him instead, and I will just use my movement to do that.
Okay, so True Strike, running. Are you going to use the True Strike still?
I don't think I can if I run, is the problem.
You can use it in attack, but you won't be able to spell strike.
Yeah, he can tell that this dude needs some special sauce, so I'm going for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna hero point that.
All right.
Wait, Dragon, are you getting? Is everyone right up in his face right now?
Oh, Dragon, yeah, ran up.
God
So
damn.
that is a 30.
30.
Wait, I'm sorry. Where I was looking at my perception. That's not right. Oh, it's a 33.
33. That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, sweet. Many dice. If somebody else wants to continue thinking about their turn, that's 12d10 plus my sword damage.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Can I just say during this time where Wes is doing math, that while this guy was talking, Alona was doing Vital Beacon?
Sure. Absolutely.
Cool. I have Vital Beacon. If you get hurt, touch me, please. Please. Just give me a boop, and you'll be fine.
Just imagine like an alarm clock, like you just like pat Alona on the head, like poot, and you just go like, yeah.
And in anime, it just like goes down, and there's like little like sparks that come out, and little like stars, like beep.
Yes, 100%.
Thanks for the phrasing reference. Thank you, phrasing. Rich Psyche. Thank you, phrasing.
Thank you, Rube Psyche, for the phrasing. I love it. He just came right in there going, I heard we were fighting Avatar of Koga, and I needed to drop, and despite the belly troubles. First of all, I'm so sorry about your belly troubles, Rube Psyche, but welcome to fighting the Steel Price, the Avatar of
I
Koga.
rolled very high on my disintegrate.
Mhm.
That's 76 points of damage from disintegrate by itself.
Okay.
And then I gotta roll my weapon damage.
You get another move action or no?
No.
Okay. Oh shit.
17, 23 damage from my actual slash from the sword, which I believe is magical damage, and then 1d6 fire, two fire damage, and I'm guessing he doesn't count as evil since I have that good rune.
No, he does not count as evil.
Yeah, I
now,
didn't think so.
in my brain, because this is what I believe is the true way to do this. I know in the game it says if they're evil, they take good damage. I hate that crap. In my brain, you do the damage, and if they take bonus damage from good, they take bonus damage.
Okay.
So you can still roll that, because that just
All
feels
right.
like the best way to do that.
5 positive damage.
Okay.
So 76 plus, what did I say, 23? I don't remember.
Yeah, a lot. But you come out with that big strike, you come down, bam! You see the blade hits him clean, like right in the forehead, and you see the disintegrate spell erupt on his noggin, this massive spark of green, sickly green light. And when the light fades, the blade is on his forehead, and his eyes look down at you. You're feisty, aren't you?
Sometimes. I
appreciate
have my
that.
days.
You know,
That really didn't hurt it, did you?
we should talk later. It's Alona's turn.
Neat trick.
All right. Well, since Dragon is still in between everybody, Lona's gonna summon her spiritual guardian. And she's gonna hit him. Excuse me while I look up the stats for the spiritual guardian.
Sure. While you do that, could you give me a basic reflex save, Wes? So I remembered you just ran into melee, which means you had to run through the column of flying swords.
Basic reflex save, that is a 33.
Okay. That's going to succeed. You're going to take 3 damage as you run into him. One of the swords comes by. It's a nice, quick cut off your arm.
That is fine. 3 damage. Dragon doesn't notice 3 damage. Maybe.
Okay. When I cast the spell, the spiritual guardian appears in an unoccupied space next to the foe of your choice within range, and I can make a strike against it. So it's appearing next to the avatar of the god of war. Okay. The guardian can't usually take damage except when protecting an ally. Though disintegrate automatically destroys it if it hits the spiritual guardian's AC of 25. The guardian strikes are melee spell attacks, regardless of the appearance of the weapon. The guardian deals force damage equal to 2d8 plus my spell casting ability mod. So, yeah.
Okay. And this is force damage?
Yes, 2d8 force damage.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. I guess I don't need to roll to hit.
I think
It doesn't say that I do.
I want to say there is. I want to say it's like, look it up. So it's spiritual guardian or spiritual weapon.
Spiritual guardian.
Yeah, and it makes a strike against it. Each time you sustain the spell, you move the spiritual guardian to an unoccupied space within range and make a strike with it. So it does actually have to roll to hit, I believe. What that is, okay, it makes melee strike attacks based on your spell attack. So you basically would be rolling to hit with your spells, and that's what it's doing for you.
Okay, so it is a spell attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, you're going to be doing that 2d8 plus spell casting ability modifier and double it.
Holy shit. That's cool. That never happens to Alona. Alona never does a nat 20 on a spell strike roll. That's cool. Okay,
Is
so
that your
2d8.
third this game?
Yeah, it is my third nat 20 this game. That's insane. Thanks, Modern Artifice.
If you want to talk sponsorship,
So-
I'm just kidding. I mean, less.
So that's 48 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. It's really not that impressive, actually.
Well, what's your spell casting? Is it a +4 or a +5?
It's plus 5.
So it'd be 48 plus 10.
48 plus 10. Okay. So it's 19 damage. It's really not that impressive. I did not roll very well.
What does a spiritual guardian look like?
Well, in the past, it's looked like the accumulation of all of my friends. It just shifts back and forth between Ichi, Shionibus, Lothier, Ichi, Dragon, and Morel, and Tobias. So you'll see it shift between all of those people.
Okay. All right. And I believe you have one more action left. When you do that one action left.
With that last action, I'm going to cast guidance on. Wait, I've got to physically touch you guys to cast guidance. No one's close to me. No one's close to me. I'm not getting close to this thing. I have the egg. Shit. In that case, can I do I just do a check, like a basic skill check?
Sure. What
I
skill
want
do
to
you
see if I can, like, do another perception check to check on this guy's weaknesses or something.
Sure. Go right ahead.
Yeah, okay, not so great. Not the worst, but not amazing. 28?
You're doing a perception check?
Yeah.
Okay. You're looking at this guy. He's been hit with negative damage, force damage, physical damage, the likes of which would kill most gods, and it hasn't even touched him.
Okay.
So whatever it is, whatever's been used so far doesn't seem to affect him at all.
You said that was force damage and what?
Force damage, negative damage, bludgeoning, and slashing.
Thank you.
Those have not seemed to work at all yet. Oh, and yeah, I already said 4. So, the minute you have this kind of golden aura of all your teammates, like flashing with each millisecond of a punch, slamming into his face, his head moves a bit, and he starts to move his jaw against the fist of your spiritual guardian until his eyes are looking right at you. There's the pacifist. Everyone give me a reflex save.
Oh, son of a bitch. Pacifist? Where? I've murdered a guy.
Not
What are you
before
talking
though.
about?
I'm cool. I kill people. It's fine.
It might have been on accident, but it was still.
Look, so
That's
I
it.
oopsied some daisies. All right, it's gonna happen.
The 27 on my reflex save. It's not good.
30.
30, 27.
I actually did pretty alright. I rolled an 18 on the die face.
Oh, dang.
Nice.
That's a 35. Is that okay? Am I good?
Okay, so
Oh no.
okay.
Oh no.
I just gotta get some extra things here. Just 1 second. Okay, that's
If I rolled an 18 on the die face and I still can't beat a reflex save from this dude, I think we might be screwed.
What was your total again?
My total was 35.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Wait, is that a +1 because you're level 12?
Yes. My reflex is plus 17.
Okay. Let's just go with that for now.
Did you mean a will save?
Mm.
That's better.
The will saves are great. Not for this. Okay, so I heard a 35, a 30, and a 27. You're lucky it was a 27 because this could have been a lot worse.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
$10, 16, 20, 22, 28. $52 is the number. Everyone failed that roll, so you're going to be taking that amount.
Great.
Say it
I-
again?
52. As he holding these two blades, he opens his mouth, and coming from his mouth, you see a storm of cross blades just ripping the wood up from the flooring, cutting the air, and dashing through all of you as he casts Weapon Storm from the blades that surround him in his open mouth. With his last action, he dashes up to Alona.
No.
Did
The
we get
blade-
an attack of opportunity?
You go right ahead.
Yes. Please. Both of you murder. Both of you murder them for me, please.
I'm gonna Go ahead
Please.
and guess that does not hit. That's a 28.
28 will miss, unfortunately.
Oh god.
Sam, do you have attack of op?
No.
Nope. Okay. So as you come to swing at him, one of the blades of the many hundreds of blades that just encapsulate his body swing by, ting, and knock your blade out of the way. He stands over Alona, end of his turn. Now, in Pathfinder 2E, when you withhold action, your action then drops to the end of that initiative, meaning that's the end of round 1. And he is no longer top of the initiative. The next person to go instead, now for round 2, would be Ichi.
Okay. I'm gonna
Four.
wrestle him.
Yeah, grapple him. Grapple his ass.
I'm gonna wrestle him.
Okay. As you run to approach him, I'm gonna need a basic reflex save as you've entered his aura.
I thought I was already next to him.
He moved. Well, it depends on how far away Sidney or Alona was from you all.
mean,
How
how
are-
far away were they? I don't actually know.
I'm gonna
How
say about
close was
15,
this guy?
20 feet, give or take.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's just say 20 feet means you still have to like do 20 feet to get close to him.
Okay. So what was the save?
The save is reflex.
Okay. That's like the exact same one I rolled last time. That is 37.
Okay. You're going to take 9 damage as you run in to grapple him, and a blade takes a huge cut of your back. And then go ahead and make an athletics check against his fortitude DC to grapple him.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use a hero point because it's not bad, but it could be better. Okay, yeah, that's better. Just a little bit, but. $35.
35. You are successful in grabbing him.
Good. Good.
As you, you grab him. You have 1 action left. What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? How he's big, huh?
He's a big boy. He's about 8 feet tall.
Yeah, he'd be hard to throw for someone who doesn't have the oversized throw feet.
No, I mean, do you have?
Yes, EG!
Throw this motherfucker out the door.
Yes. Okay.
Titan Grappler!
With the Titan Wrestler feat, go ahead and give. Actually, he's still technically a medium creature. Go ahead and give me another athletics check that you've got him to chuck him out the place. This will be at a -5, but I'm gonna drop the DC because he's already like held in your hand.
Oh, it dropped. Hold on. There you go. Okay, let's see. Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming my athletics is at least 1 more than it was at the last level.
Yes, it is.
Okay. 36. It's a common number.
So grab him. Not a critical success, but you are able to throw him. He will go backwards 5 feet. So you're basically giving him a nice, like, over-the-back suplex. Kind of flips in midair, lands on his feet, kind of Terminator slow rises. With that, your turn is done. He is now about 5-10 feet away from Alona. Dragon, you're up next.
How far away am I from this guy?
Hold on. You're about 5-10 feet away. Let me say you're 10 feet.
Okay. I mean, hitting this guy with my sword has not worked. And a full, like, pretty powerful disintegrate spell. I am going to rapid recharge my spell strike. And I guess I smack him with chain lightning this time. It's a giant metal man.
Okay.
I feel like if heat didn't work with disintegrate, maybe chain lightning. So yeah, I'm going to, and this time I am gonna true strike him, if I can. So yeah, I'm gonna smack this man with a spell strike, and hope for the best.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. 39 to hit.
That'll hit.
Sweet. Okay. How much? many chain lightning damage. Okay, not as many. So it's 8d12 this time.
And you're doing it with the blade, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, 18. 29 and 29 plus 15 brain 34. No, 44. 43? No, 40. Yeah, 44 damage from chain lightning, and then.
And I'm just going to assume you're not going to have it arc to another creature within 30 feet.
And then 16 plus 9, so that's another 25. Or I'm sorry, 30 slashing damage, but that doesn't seem to do much. And then an additional 3 fire damage and 4 positive damage.
Okay, so say it again. How much?
So it was 3 fire, 4 positive, 34 slashing, and then how much did I say for chain lightning? 44.
Okay. The sword slams down on his back. You see the spark of electricity, and then this a sizzle.
Some of the swords.
Oh yeah. I do need a basic reflex save. I'll get to that in a second. As the blade hits him, and the electricity sparks up in a massive flash, and you see him looking over his shoulder at you. So give me that basic reflex save.
Yeah, so reflex save is 33.
Okay. That means you will take 7.
Can we just talk about this?
Last I checked, I was very clear. I cannot repeat myself here. I'm here for the egg, and I will kill any in my way.
Right, but you can't have peace without war. Well, you can have peace without war, but you can't have war without peace. There'd be no one to fight your wars. And bleeding from the swords.
Alona, your turn.
How close is it to me at this point?
Believe equidistance 10 feet.
Ichi did such a good job of getting it away from me. And I'm about to undo all of that. I'm about to move right next to this guy. And I'm going to just punch him with my hand wraps of Heavenly Peace, which does holy damage, but doesn't actually... It's non-lethal. Does that do anything?
First things first, if you're going to take one action to move up to him, I need you to give me a basic reflex save as you have entered the Corridor of Swords. Corridor of Swords.
Oh, that sucks.
You are in the Tempest of Blades.
Okay. Oh, no, I failed that real bad. That's a critical fail.
Okay.
Yep, that's a 5 on the die face. There's no heckin' way.
Okay, you're gonna take 20 damage as you walk through, and these blades are ripping you up like a sliced meat at a deli counter. Just.
Oh God.
And you are.
Ow.
And you are looking this 8-foot tall, metal-clad elf in the face. What do you do?
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Roll to hit him in his face.
With my hand wraps of Heavenly Peace.
Roll for bonk.
Roll for bonk. Oh, God.
Roll for boop.
Does a 31 hit this man?
There's a 31 hit. Let me check.
No.
No.
What about another? That was only one action. To strike is only one action with the hands, right?
1 to bop. So you can do it again with a -4.
Right.
Hit him with
-4.
your sock and bopper.
A sock and bopper. Instead.
Instead.
Instead, what if I have this silly, fun idea, this silly, crazy, wacky idea? What if I slap the door on his forehead?
You can try.
I'm
That's
gonna
a whole
try
can
and
of worms.
Because
I'm
this
gonna
bitch
try and-
needs therapy.
Don't we all?
I'm gonna try and slap the door in his forehead. We've
Okay.
never tried to look into the forehead of an avatar before.
Okay. So you can. I'll even ignore the interact action to take it out. You can try to do another melee strike with the door without penalties as you're trying to put this on his giant bald head with the fist tattooed on his face.
Great. Let's do that. No,
What was it?
Ilona does not do that. Ilona doesn't do that at all. Probably falls on more swords.
How, was it a critical fail?
Close. I rolled a 2 on the die face.
Technically, that is a critical fail.
Take my hero point for telling PJ he looks young.
I don't need that. I've always had a baby face, and I'm 36. At some point, you can't help it. You're just decaying. So anyway, I mean, like, no, I don't know.
Is
you
it a
I
hero
don't know.
point that I said gimme, but did you? Because then I would.
I gave it to you, but you can't give hero points away.
Ah!
That's for the chat to do. The chat can give their hero points to Sidney if there's anyone that has a hero point still.
Alas.
I think everyone's used all their hero points up.
Mhm. Okay. So as you take out the door, you see the steel price look at your hand with the door and looks at you. And then you can see their kind of heavy furrowed brows start to sharpen. You didn't put that abomination on me forehead, alright? I'm not having it. So with that, he is going to strike Ilona. First things first, I need everyone to make a reflex save as he casts Weapon Storm.
Reef's like,
Oh no, don't kill the cleric, you're so handsome. Jesus Christ.
36.
36, okay.
26.
26.
I'm gonna ask you this. Is it the same reflex save every time?
You mean the same DC?
The same DC?
Yes.
Okay, then I don't make it.
Okay.
I rolled a 16 on the die face as opposed to an 18, so I know I fail.
Which is a shame because these are amazing numbers, but this guy's got a demi-thick DC.
Oh my
Wow.
god! The
Holy
dinner and games.
God.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Thank you so much.
Thank
It's
you.
amazing. They
Bribe.
did say bribe. I'll tell you what. I can listen to reason when subs are involved. So as a huge thank you for that amazing sub, thank you so much, dinner in a game, I will give you all the option. Okay? You can Ilona, choose one of your 2 actions from last round to re-roll, or you can auto crit success this weapon storm. What are you gonna do?
I feel like auto crit successing this weapon storm is probably going to be more important because we've already taken a crap ton of damage.
But that door, though.
I'll have more chances for the door.
I have duct tape to heal you. Through
If
the
you
door.
touch me, you'll be fine. I have vital beacon. Can I touch myself? That's
I think so. I think you can. I think it's part of the spell.
When I think about you,
You
I
touch
touch
myself. Whoa, vital beacon, nobody else.
I gotta look up vital beacon and see if I can just.
Either you or an ally can use an interact action to touch you. Yeah, so you can.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Scream like Kevin in Home Alone, and you're good to go.
So, the weapon storm goes off. Everyone dodges the swords literally plummeting from the sky and out from this man. What's your fortitude DC, Sidney?
My fortitude DC. Oh, son of a beach net. 19.
He looks down at you with kind of a sneering lip curl. Puts one of his swords in the ground and with equal gesture of grace just gets you by the neck. Starts to lift you up high. You take.
Of course, the leather dad grabs me by the fucking neck. I'm just sorry. Go ahead.
Oh wow. Okay. You take. First of all, you take 7 damage as he's using.
We all
crushing
take
grab.
psychic damage.
We do. Takes you by the neck and lifts you off the ground. You take 7 damage from crushing grab as he has you in his hands, and he just goes, yes, pacifist. Continue to do nothing to me. It's the end of that round. Top of the next round, we have Ichi.
Like, is he taking some damage, or is he just like seem like he's not taking any damage?
From what you can tell so far from the damage being used, he doesn't seem to be taking any damage.
Weird.
He'll only take either. He'll take special damage. Do you have anything that does special damage?
No.
It's not normal combat damage.
No, I wrestle him again, so he drops Alona.
Okay, now here's a question. Do you want to grapple him, or do you want to use your athletics to get her out of his grasp?
I'm not gonna.
Two separate things.
I'm not gonna tug a war with Alona's body.
Okay.
Like, get pulled apart. They're too strong.
That seems bad for you. No, I'm gonna
weak.
knock him to the ground.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check to trip him.
Restrain him. That.
Is that a nat 20?
It's
Yeah.
a nat 20.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right,
How many
yeah.
nat
Tell me
20s
how you
is
trip this guy.
game alone?
I say, leave my pacifist alone. And she just hits to the center of mass to take him down.
Okay. So with this like spear-like tackle, he's on the ground. Alona's on the ground. He's looking very confused. You have 2 actions left. What are you gonna do?
I'm continuing to hold him. My priority is to not let him get back up. There are other actions I can take while I do that. Like actually, I think I have. Has he been doing any ranged attacks? Is the sword thing a ranged attack?
Yeah, it looks like he's mostly so far has casted range spell attacks. He hasn't really done any melee other attacks yet that you've seen.
Okay, then I will put up the spirits. Oh wait, so the swords would or would not count as ranged.
Would not count as ranged.
Okay, never mind. I'm looking through my feats and I'm like, none of these are you. I like see one, I'm like, that's not useful. That's not useful. And then I get to the last one. It's just called ride. And I'm like,
If you want to make
Right.
another athletics check to pin him, you can do that too.
I will do that. I
Okay.
just want him pinned.
That'll be a -5. You can absolutely attempt to pin him at this point. He'll be flat-footed. I'm gonna say normally rules is written that doesn't affect this, but I'm gonna say it will because it makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, this is athletics, right?
Mm-hmm.
16 plus 19. Plus 35.
35. Yeah. You pin him. His hands are. Well, first of all, what exactly are you just like taking the full mount? How are you pinning him exactly?
The most embarrassing way possible for him. I don't know what that means, but
I'm gonna let you invent that because I don't want to have to figure that out.
okay. I'm like starfished on him, and like my foot is like pushing on his chin, and just like it's so embarrassing for him. You know, just like feet's everywhere, and yeah.
Okay, so with feet everywhere, you pin him to the ground. And there's I think technically one more action, but in order to hold the grapple, we're just gonna say it's done there. But you
Yeah.
pinned him. Next up is Dragon. Dragon, there is this. Oh, Sam, before I forget, give me a reflex save as you are now in the Tempest of Blades.
Wasn't I still there? Did he move?
He moved. Yeah, you took him down and pinned him, but yeah.
Oh my god, that was another natural 20.
Holy crap!
So-
Okay, well,
Oh
you
my
take
God.
nothing then. No worries.
This
You're
is
able
my
to-
mayonnaise dice. I just want everyone to know.
Dude, mayonnaise dice on fire. Yeah, but you're able to jump
If you
in.
can look at how beautiful. they are.
Just to dodge some of the blades. You take him down, crack him, you pin him, feet all up in his face. Okay, Dragon, go ahead. He is pinned, which means he's flat-footed. There's the Tempest of Blades that surrounds him. The aura is about 10 feet, so inside is also Alona and Ichi.
Special damage.
Huh? Yeah, no, I mean, he's kind of figuring out, Alona tried to punch this man instead of using some other spells, so... Alona, do you have your boot?
I do have my boot.
Can I telekinetic projectile the boot at this man?
You can, however, the spell would take precedent, and it would be effectively hitting him with telekinetic projectile.
Okay, and
Yeah.
not the boot.
And not the boot. I should also go
Oh.
to say she went to punch him and she missed by a fraction of a margin. So
She still went to punch him. So
She figured out he wasn't gonna take any kind of other damage she had.
yeah, so I guess he's gonna cast haste on Alona because he can't. Dragon can't figure out what to do in this right now. So he's gonna cast haste on Alona and use his action to move himself in front of Alona. His move action. So he's going to pretty much body block for Alona if he can.
okay.
You move into the blades.
Well, I'm on the other side.
In order to
Oh, so you're already in the blades.
oh, so
Yeah,
you're saying?
pretty much. Yeah. So because
Got
I
it.
just melee attacked him last turn, so he's
Got it.
switching around, and he's going to try and body block for Alona.
Okay.
And cast haste on her.
All right. So you cast haste and Alona. You stand between Alona and this guy. Alona, you are haste, which means you are quickened, which means you have one free action around to use for striking or striding. It is your turn, Alona. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Righteous Might on myself because I need it.
Okay.
What happens when I cast Righteous Might is that a golden light envelops Alona and she starts floating slightly above the ground. Her eyes turn purple and gold like the visage of her god, and I have my AC goes up. I have 10 temporary hit points. My speed is 40 feet. I have resistance 3 against physical damage.
Good.
I have dark vision, and I can special attack with a righteous armament version of my deity's favorite weapon, so I can punch him with my holy fists,
Mm-hmm.
and it does more. And I have an athletics modifier of plus 23.
Fuck yeah. Okay. So that
Tiny.
spell is 2 actions or 1?
Righteous Might.
Mm-hmm.
Righteous Might is 2 actions.
Okay. So technically speaking, you have 2 other actions. What are you gonna do?
Cool. I'm gonna hit this guy
Go ahead and give
and
me
see if it works. I'm gonna punch around Dragon.
Okay.
Be like, yep it.
Okay. Go to, and you're doing with your hand wraps of Heavenly Peace, right?
Heavenly Peace. Yeah.
He's flat-footed, so go ahead and roll.
Cool.
Me dropping my GM coin.
Okay. That is. Does a 36 hit him?
Yes. Barely a crit, but it will hit him. It's not a crit, but it will hit him.
Okay. 36 will hit him.
Mhm.
So, okay, so that is going to be 3d10 plus 8 holy damage.
Okay. Now, are you using the gauntlets to make it like lethal or non-lethal or like bludgeoning? Like, what are you doing?
It's non-lethal damage.
Okay. Cool. I just want to confirm. All right. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Where is my... Da-na-na. Okay. And I think that's plus my... I think that's also plus my... What modifier would that be with?
For damage?
Oh. Yeah, I guess maybe I don't have that.
I think it would be strength modifier.
Oh yeah, my...
What's that?
Yeah. I guess it would be. No, yeah, if your attack modifier with your deity's favorite weapon is Ona. Yeah.
Yeah. But the good thing is you get a +8 to damage anyway because of the Righteous Might spell. So it's basically all that plus 8.
Okay.
And plus anything else in the weapon. 23 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. As this hand comes up and punches him right in the forehead, you see the steel starts to recede from his forehead from that non-lethal blow. And he kind of, his head bounces off the ground now. You can see a crack in the mud. And he goes, "Damn it, pacifist." And you have one more action left with that haste.
Great, I'm gonna hit him again.
All right, go ahead with the -4.
Okay, that's not gonna hit him.
Is she getting bonuses from him being restrained?
She is, yes.
Oh!
Yes, his AC is already factored into that.
Okay.
That's why it was almost a crit at the 36 instead of...
Okay. Does a 29 hit him?
It does.
Okay. Alright. Alright, well, we're gonna do the whole shenaniganies again. Okay. Okay. That's 21 damage.
21 damage. Okay. Okay. Crack him again for good measure, and you can see like the steel slowly receding faster from his forehead. You notice though there's still the tattoo of the fist underneath as he howls in pain. Now, that being said, it's his turn. As he's on the ground and pinned, first thing he's gonna do is make a check to get EG off of him.
Good, bro.
Okay. What is your fortitude DC?
How do I calculate? I have my bonus. How do I know my DC?
So you just take that bonus and add 10 to it.
And add 10, and I'm gonna assume everything has at least +1. 32.
Okay. He rolled a 42.
Ugh.
So he's basically going to, with one gesture, grab and throw you off. That's one action, though. Second action, wasted, he's going to stand up. This will provoke an attack from opportunity. Whoever has attack of op who wants to use it in within range.
Is Dragon in range?
Dragon's definitely in range. I let it punched around Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Can I attack of opportunity, grab Alona's fist and shove it into this guy's face? Just like, Gah! It's working.
That she is a larger creature now. You know what?
That would be OP as hell.
It would be
very
OP
funny.
as hell.
I love
Yes,
that.
it would be. I'll tell you what. Call it. Heads or tails. And if you get it right, you can now use Alona as a weapon.
Tails! Oh wait, heads. Hey, we're going heads.
Okay. What was it again?
Heads.
Tails.
Oh, dang it, I was right the first time.
You're trying to grab her, but it's awkward and it's clunky, and you're like, oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
fair.
I'm better off at. I know how to fight with my own weapons. So you can take the attack of op if you want to right now with yourself. You wouldn't be able to use her, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, he's not doing a whole lot. He does. Dragon punches him in the face, like that, in the spot that's got no metal on it.
Oh.
Now I have to ask you a question. Have you taken any feats like Powerful Fist or Deadly Fist or anything like that?
Not at all.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
He just saw that
Okay.
her punching him was working, so he's not trying to hit him with the sword.
That's all right. Go right ahead and roll.
Okay, it's a nat 19 on the dice.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Okay.
How do I calculate?
So this should be considered an unarmed strike if you're just punching him.
Yeah.
So I believe you are as proficient with your weapons as you are with your hands.
Oh,
so
okay.
You would add all that to it.
So it's a 44?
44. Oh, it's a shame.
Oh wait, well that's with the crazy sword. So maybe it's the kukri. So it's a plus 22 instead. So that's a 41.
Okay. That is just so close to a dirty crit.
Oh, because he's standing now.
Yeah, if he was still down, it would have been clean and dirty crit. Okay. Go ahead.
He's trying to like knock him out, not kill him. He was trying to kill him before, and now he's just like, just go away.
Go away. So this is gonna do 1d4 plus your strength modifier damage.
Okay. 7.
7.
I'm sorry, 8 damage.
Okay.
8 non-lethal damage for punching this guy in the face.
So yeah, you punch him in the head, and you see where your blade didn't even move his body at all to expel, maybe turn his head a bit and smoke. You just box him, and he goes. Badoosh. Ugh. All right, and fine.
He's as he's doing, he's just like, "Look, I think the metal skin is really cool." Punches him.
So you just bop him one. He seems to respond and recoil from the hit. Get Ichi off. Stand up, attack of op. Last action for the steel price. He's going back to his task. Okay. Sidney, how does Righteous Might affect your saves?
Okay, so okay. My AC is 20 plus my level. Ignore armor check or speed reduction. Temporary 10 hit points. I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't think it affects saves.
Okay.
Doesn't say anything about saves.
But it does say something specific. Oh, it's 2 actions, you can't do it yet. Okay, cool. So, once again, the total of... What's your fortitude DC again?
My fortitude DC is a 19.
Okay. You're large or just normal sized?
I'm normal size. I reach large when I get heightened 8th.
Okay.
And I'm not heightened 8th.
So his hand comes back to your throat once again, crushing grab. You're gonna take another 7, and he slams you on your back on the ground and starts beginning to choke the life out of you some more.
Oh, good. Can I use my safe word?
So next up, that's the end of round 2, I think. Next round, Ichi. You see this guy just starting to try and strangle the life out of Alona.
His arms are metal too?
Yep.
X-Men over here.
Alright, I'm grappling him again. I'm trying to break whatever you deem necessary to break that chokehold.
I'm gonna say another attempt at athletics to kind of like take his hand off of her neck.
Okay. Okie dokie. That is athletic. 29. Well, 30 plus 1 because of just, yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is not going to be enough. If you'd like to do it again, you can, but you'd be at a 5 penalty.
No, I'm just gonna hit him in the face where that spot is.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay. So that is 36. Jeez, that's the number I'm rolling tonight.
36 will hit. What kind of damage is it again?
It's negative damage.
Okay.
$23 points.
Okay. The hammer swings. You hit him clear in the fleshy part of his forehead, but you just see like the steel kind of just kind of ricochet and vibrate on the sides of his head as he shrugs it off.
Gotcha.
Got one more action.
All right, I'll try to grapple him one more time at the negative.
Okay, this will be negative 10 at this point.
Okay, well that's 0 then.
Okay.
Well, I guess 18 technically, but
Okay. So unfortunately, you can't quite get his hands off as he's continuing to just choke Alona. Dragon, you're up next.
I'm still next to Alona, right?
Yeah, you're all within about oh yeah, you're in between. Yeah, so you're like right next to her now.
I'm gonna grab Alona's bag with the egg in it.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah, I mean, interact action is to take it. You're not threatening enemies. You can totally do that.
So yeah, I'm gonna grab the bag and just start backing away and yell at him like, "Over here, you big moron!"
Okay, one action to take it. Are you gonna run or just kind of stand there?
Well, he's gonna grab it and take a step back and hold his other 2 actions if the guy gets off. If he doesn't get off, he's gonna punch this dude in the face again.
Okay, so one more time. So sorry. You said you've grabbed it.
I've grabbed the bag and he's
Yeah.
moved away. And if he starts to get off of Alona, then Dragon's gonna take off. If he stays on Alona, then he's gonna punch this dude in the face.
Okay, so I'm gonna say then you're withholding your action to see what he does.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means you're gonna go after the steel price. Alona, it's your turn. Currently being choked.
Great. Can I tap myself while I'm being choked to get Vital Beacon?
Yes.
That's an interact action. Cool. So I'm gonna heal myself really fast because I'm looking really bad. Let me get me some 4d10 healing. Reminder, you can tap me for healing. I heal myself 17. Luna taps herself and then she attempts to break herself free. You know what? No. She's gonna stay with this guy on her neck and she's gonna punch him in the face. Because what else is she gonna do?
Heck yeah, roll to hit.
Maybe punching him will make him let her go. No, it does not. It doesn't do that at all. No.
You still have haste.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try again. Oh, that's much better. Oh, that is much better. Yes. Yes, yes. Let us hit this man. 36 again. Wow,
Is he
36
technically
really is the number that
flat-footed?
He is. Hold on.
He's like on the ground.
I'm gonna say. Well, he's standing up at this point, but I'm gonna
Oh.
say, technically speaking, he's flanked, which means he's flat-footed. But it's not a dirty crit though in this case. It'll still be a hit though.
Okay, good. Well, I will roll that damage against him. And I'm hoping that this damage will make him let go of me. Stop choking me, you overgrown person. How much was that again? What was that? What was the dice that I had to roll? Oh, right. 3d10. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Plus 8. I roll real bad. That's only 15. That's only 15 damage. The punch. I forgot how hitting people with hands is not
Not alone his strongest suit. So
it's just not impressive.
Can you give me a fortitude save?
Okay. That's a 9. I mean, okay. A fortitude save. I will roll, and then I will add 19 to that, and I rolled a 2 on the die face, so that is a 21.
Okay. I need everyone else to give me a reflex save.
I'm gonna use my my spiritual guide feat to reroll that reflex save.
38.
I'm sorry, what was it again?
38.
Okay, so you're gonna take half.
Uh, 26.
26. Okay. Wait, so that's... Oh well. Alright, so... 22, 24, 29, 34. Wes, you're gonna take half of 34. Sam, you're gonna take double 34. So you're gonna take 68 damage, Sam. As one more time, you see the Tempest of Blades just explode in a righteous violence of swords cascading in all direction. The Koga crossblades litter this room like the remnants of a battle long over, the blades stuck in the mud. And as he does that, he takes a second hand, starts to wrap it around Alona's neck, and you can see all the muscle in his body start to flex as he slowly begins to crush your neck. Doing so, you see him looking into his eyes with this kind of almost cold but focused passion as he's slowly trying to kill you. And things start to get a little lightheaded, a little sparkles and twinkle lights, but then, before everything goes black, you see a moment of recognition in his eyes. He looks at you, eyes dilated, mouth agape. Sister?
No!
And as he's choking you, he lets you go, stumbles back. No, you're not. You can't be the girl I left in Or. And he, with a massive leap, leaves the old watering hole and vanishes in the muddy night of Brack.
What the fuck was that?
And as the blood is slowly starting to come back to your brain and the fuzzy sensation begins to fade, that is where we're going to end episode 4, season 3 of Edge of Legend. There we go. Let us say our goodnights and goodbyes, starting with Sidney. Sidney, please tell us who you are. Do you need a minute?
I'm processing. Oh, also, Reap Psyche said your volume just died and the music just came on super, super loud.
Oh, weird. Is the volume better now? And can you hear me okay now? Because I'm seeing Reap Psyche in a panic. Because I'll take it back to that scene if we need to really fast. Okay, we're good now.
You're good now.
No, I
Okay.
think they got the scene because there's multiple entries of what before the comments about sound. So
Well,
you're probably in the clear.
Absolutely. Well, while we're... Cool. Oh, this is perfect. Thank you so much for rating us, Lori and Locke. You came in just at the end. Thank you so much for rating us. But that's right, as the Steel Price. Oh, wow. Thank you so
wow,
much,
2
Blackwater
raids.
D&D. Thank you. Wow.
D&D.
Look at all these
Whoa,
amazing
thank you guys.
raids. We're
Holy
just
crap.
about, yeah, we're just about to end. I'll tell you what, since we got two new raids, I'll say it one more time for everyone to hear it. Alona, as you can feel the life being choked out of you, as the Steel Price is looking at you with focused and furrowed brow of a cold killer, and his muscles squeeze, everything starts to get tingly and lightheaded. You can see the stars start to twinkle as your vision begins to fade. The Steel Price looks to you and says, "Sister, that can't be the girl I left at Or." And in confusion and shock, he flees, leaping into the air and out into the night sky of Brack. Now, we can all say our goodnights and our goodbyes, starting with Sidney.
I just feel really weird about making those leather daddy jokes now.
Listen, we did the we have to do a new cringe ceremony.
You pulled no. You pulled a freaking Leia on me, PJ.
I didn't pull shit.
Why?
I knew exactly what I was about in this episode. You're being weird. That's on you.
Everyone in the chat says bad joke.
Well, because he was
Not a good
killing you.
joke.
He wasn't trying to, he wasn't giving you a good time. He was killing you. There's a big difference.
They mean bad because incest.
Again, that's on Sydney's fault. I was like, this is gonna happen, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, leather daddy. And I'm like, yo, you're gonna regret that in about 34 minutes.
Oh boy.
Do you want me to come back to you?
Hi, no,
We all
it's
need
fine.
Afra.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, we need Afra. Afra actually is Jesus, I guess, but based on the fact that she was sacrificed and then it became a god. Weird. Hi, my name is Sidney Rubino. I promise I'm not normally this unhinged. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Sidney Rubino. I do lovely good morning videos and I make TikTok content about being a recovering people pleaser and stuff. I also do other streams that I can't announce right now because that's the bane of existence for every TTRPG player who hasn't had streams announced yet. So I have stuff coming up. You'll find out actually in July. But follow me on socials if you want to do that. Have fun.
Do it.
Enjoy. Pardon.
All right, next up we have Sam. Sam, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and, wait, that's not right. Wow. Sam, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
First of all, I would like to thank every raider who's commented bad choke again and again and again and again. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. But yes, hello, I am Sam Sterling. You can find me all over the internet at Hey Sam Sterling. What's going on with me? I was nominated for an award for playing Pathfinder. It's the Crit Awards. So if you go check out the Crit Awards on Twitter, Instagram, you can vote for me under Best Paizo Player. You can also vote for PJ for Best Paizo DM. So if you like this, do whatever you like. Other than that, I was visited by a ghost dog last night. And I just want everyone to know that. That's all.
Very, very nice. Next up, we have Wes. Wes, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Everyone, I'm Wes, or at Wes_IRL on all of the social media websites. You can find me here. This is the only TTRPG show I am currently a part of. I have done several recently, but yeah, you can find me here Wednesdays at 8 p.m. EST playing my Fireball boy. Yeah, and then make sure to go vote for Sam and PJ for their respective categories.
Absolutely. Also, huge thank you to the Dinner and a Game. Thank you so much for all those subs. Really appreciate you there. It's so freaking cool. Thank you so much. We hope to see you next week, obviously, and we hope you really like this one. Dinner and a Game. See you at the Crit Awards. Hell yeah. I thank you. I should say my thing. My name's PJ. You can find me all over the internet at my name's PJ Megaw. You can find me all over the internet at PJ Megaw. Except for Twitter, where I'm PJ.Megaw. So that's TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can find me, and let's have fun. I sometimes do TikToks where I do a pre-workout and I say what I'm thinking about before I go to the gym, all that kind of stuff. Again, thank you so much for those subs. Any support is amazing. That's incredible. I have so many projects that I can't talk about and some that I can talk about. Some more information about the ones that I can't later, but I can tell you that I'm working with Eldritch Osiris Games to make Mech Finder. So if you like Pathfinder and you want to be in Gundams and do the same cool magic and technology crap, you can do so in Mech Finder, coming out soon. I'm also a writer for their new bestiary called Monstrous Beasts and How to Tame Them. So look for those to come out. And I was gonna have more. Oh right, the Crit Awards. I'm up for Paizo Best Pathfinder 2 EGM, whatever. Please go and vote if you can. Thank you so much. And will we be able to find the mech? Oh, that's a good question, Lori and Locke. Will we be able to find the mech? I don't know. But I need to find someone to raid. I'm gonna do that now. While everyone's saying goodbye before I completely lose my brain.
While you do that, if you want to hear me talk about how I was visited by a ghost dog last night, let me know. Like on Twitter or something. Maybe I'll talk about everyone. It was cute. It wasn't sad or scary. It was real nice.
You should make a TikTok about it.
I should
Sam.
make a TikTok about it. Yeah.
You should make a TikTok about it, and then I'll show it to Latinos Against Spooky Shit, and then he can respond.
I love him.
Yeah.
I know.
I love him.
Best. The actual best person. He's so freaking nice. He's where I got my mic from.
Oh, nice.
So nice.
Like, I have a spare. Do you want one? And I was like,
That's so sweet.
So, thank you so much for the raid, everyone. Please like and follow or whatever the hell they say. We're gonna be raiding Adventurers Pack. They play Dungeons and Dragons. Love you all. And until next time, see you same Nat time, same Nat channel here for more Edge of Legend next week. Bye bye.